Hello guys. So now that the definitive edition is finally out for Mortal Kombat and we're not getting any more major updates, as well as me being back from my small hiatus from the game, I decided I'm going to make my tier list for the game as of now. We are set. It was tweeted that we're going to get a few more balance updates here and there, but nothing particularly significant for basically the rest of this game's lifespan. Um, if you don't know, every season I get top 500 on Combat League, and I do it only playing Havik. So, as a Havik player, obviously, I'm going to have my own opinion about certain characters. I'm trying to remain pretty objective here, but obviously, because I play a specific character who has his own set of weaknesses and strengths, my tier list might look different than yours. And if your tier list looks different than mine, you're just wrong. So yeah. Alright, jokes aside though, the only other thing I want to say is I really don't believe there is a competitively unviable character in this game. I feel like every character to some extent is like, you can play them, you know? I definitely believe there is like some characters I think are objectively better than others for the most part. Um, But I feel like if you want to play high level, if you want to play, end of season, anything like that, really shoot for those, like, 10,000 points or whatever, I feel like you can honestly do it with any character. I feel like it's not impossible, and even like a tournament setting or anything, you can get away with playing any character. So, there is no real bad character in this game. I don't believe it exists. No. With that said, though, let's go into the tier list, because there's definitely a big difference. So we're going to start off with Sub-Zero here. So, when this game was first around, Sub-Zero, this dude, I genuinely believe he was one of the worst characters in the entire game. And I actually believe he stayed pretty bottom of the tier list every season, just about until recently. They just keep buffing him every single update. It's gotten to the point now where, like, dang, like, Sub-Zero is really up there now. I feel like he's one of the better characters in this game. He's got a decent wake up with his ice clone. I think the slide is whatever. I mean, I know with certain cameos it can combo, but even the combo damage is not particularly fantastic. Um, but I mean, he's got the footsies. He's got the good spacing. I think where Sub-Zero actually lacks is probably going to be his zoning, which I know might sound weird, but I'm gonna be honest. That projectile he has is atrocious, and the ice ball is so bad. I don't think his zoning is the best. I wouldn't say he's like an awful, like zoning character, but you're gonna play neutral with Sub-Zero anyways. He's supposed to be like space control character, footsies, everything like that. Um, he used to have like the worst damage in the game, but every update they give him like new combo moves. He has a meterless starter now, and now all of his freeze combos just straight up do more damage now. Like every combo Sub-Zero now, you're getting like 35-40%. And combined with all his other tools, I think Sub-Zero is really good now. He's in a super duper good spot. But he also doesn't feel ridiculous. He feels like a pretty healthy character. I mean, I think they should leave him alone though. I think that's it, bro. Like he's really good now, like extremely good. Like stop touching him. I can safely put Sub-Zero A tier. Also, yes, this is in order. If a character is before a character in like a thing, that means I think they're better than the other. Alright. Now we're gonna go on with Scorpion. Scorpion, honestly, he he was my like top of A tier probably if you asked me like a few months ago. But honestly, now I think that Scorpion is kind of he's not as good as I honestly thought he was. Also, I like I said, as I play Havik, Havik is obviously like a bad matchup for Scorpion most of the time. I feel like Scorpion can't really like keep him at bay or anything, especially if you're playing with Movado. You can actually punish um, Scorpion's back three and his spear any screen, like at any point in the screen. So Havik is just gonna be so plus after that, even if he blocks it. So he just has like so much time to get in on him. Um, I mean, obviously Scorpion has the stupid stuff. I mean, obviously he can spam back through the entire match. He has the garbage air string. He can spam into the spear. Waste all his bars, get like 50%. He's got the throw combos of Pharah. He's got, especially in bad connection, sometimes Pharah is just can't do anything about it, especially if you don't have the meter to armor through it. I mean, Havik can meterlessly armor through it, so again, for me, it's not as big of a deal as other characters. But I think overall, Scorpion definitely has dropped a lot for me. I mean, he's still good. I think he's brain dead. At least Sub-Zero. I think Sub-Zero is one of the highest skill characters in the game. It's another reason why put him where he is. I won't say he's broken. Takes so much skill. Scorpion completely brain dead. I say Scorpion sits probably at the top of B tier. Might move him to bottom of A tier. We'll see after I finish some things up. Alright. This character's stupid. I'm not gonna say he's S tier. S tier I'm just trying to keep for like top 5. Yeah, Johnny Cage is absolutely ridiculous. He's so stupid. It takes not much effort to do stupid stuff with him. You can get away with just doing random things. He has so many cameos that just make him stupid. You can get away with Johnny Cage Tremor. You can get away with Johnny Cage Sub, Johnny Cage Shujinko, Johnny Cage Serena, Johnny Cage Chameleon. You can just get away with a lot. I don't think his star, like his hype meter, whatever it's called, when he builds it up, is as threatening. Especially because, again, I'm playing Havik. I'm constantly pressuring him. He just doesn't really get that many opportunities to activate it. Unless he hits me and, uses, Cyrax or something to net me or something. However, I mean, the invincible wake-ups, the pressure, the combo damage. I mean, I think we can put him in A tier. Especially online, his strings that you can normally fuzzy guard just become, so much harder to fuzzy guard. I think Johnny Cage can comfortably sit in A tier. He's got a lot going for him. But what's better than both of these guys is this stupid character right here. Katana is so unbelievably brain dead in this game. It's like she makes me not want to get online sometimes. Katana has ridiculous zoning that combos at any point in the screen. With Jax, she's got pressure, mix-ups, you name it. You can use it with a variety of cameos. I really still think, though, that Jax is one of her best cameos. You can use Chameleon to a bunch of other things. I think Jax makes her just so unbelievably stupid. She has the combo damage. She has great spacing. She has, ways to keep herself safe on combo starters. She's got so much. It's mostly just the space control with her. I feel like her space control, what separates her than Sub-Zero, for example. If you step into Sub-Zero's ice clone, you're gonna eat 20-25%. If you step into Katana's fan, you're gonna eat 40%. It's just, and it's brain dead. She can do it meterless. It's just ridiculous, and just the amount of projectiles on the screen sometimes. I feel like you can't do anything. She puts the trap on the floor, Jax is out, and she's shooting projectiles, and I'm under 20% health. I might as well just leave the game. It's really stupid. It takes no skill, no brain power. You can just shut your brain off. It's really dumb. Katana doesn't really have mix-ups. It's kind of the one thing. But again, when you got Jax, you can jump in the air, call in Jax. It makes, stupid situations. I hate it so much. Okay, now we're going on to Kenshi. So, Kenshi was my overall pick for the best character in the game a while ago. However, I think he has since dropped from that point. I think the Sento change was all he needed. He just needed way less time with Sento out. Now, is Kenshi bad now? Absolutely not. He's still pretty ridiculous at times. He can definitely be such a pain to deal with. Um, he gets, you know, brain dead. I guess it's not brain dead. He just kind of needs Sento to get those like 50% combos. But he can get like 40% activate Sento. You can't really zone him either because he has the full screen combo starter. He has, especially when you use him with sub, has so much HP. I still think sub's his best cameo probably. Um, Kenshi, you know, he breaks my armor. He can break the 4 frames of Havik armor. Oops, my apologies. He can break the 4 frames of Havik armor, you know, do everything like that. But I think he's a lot better now. There's definitely way more annoying characters. I think Katana's better than Kenshi now, to be honest. Kenshi's still phenomenal though, like 100%. He is still a phenomenal character. The armor breaks, the pressure, you know, especially if you don't have the meter at the time, you're just stuck. There's just nothing you can do. You're just dead. Uh, the mix-ups are like borderline unblockable at times, especially online. It's really dumb. Um, Actually, you know what? I think I'll probably lose to Kenshi more often. These two are kind of interchangeable. I'll have to think about that one. Okay, Liu Kang. Liu Kang has recently become just a demon. I hate this character so much. When I'm playing Havik Movado, there's nothing I can really do against his zoning. He has that stupid air projectile. He can combo off of, like, literally, like, touching your toe with his, like, bare foot. With, Chameleon. Chameleon just lets him combo off of anything. There's so many cameos that let him work. I mean, he's got the chip damage. He's got, you know, wake up combos. He's got it all. His damage is not bad either. There's his pressure. The kick string he has with I don't know. I think it's 4 to 4 or whatever. The same kick string he has in every single Mortal Kombat. Super plus. It's mostly the throw combos that bother me with him. I mean, he just gets so much damage from a throw. It's really stupid. Combined with the other things, I think Liu Kang, just because of how bad Havik is with dealing with zoning sometimes, even with Sub-Zero cameo. I definitely think he's better than Sub. I think he's better than Johnny Cage. Again, playing as a Havik player. So, yeah, that's probably why I put him. Okay, let's see, Kung Lao. So, I'm not gonna lie, Kung Lao's dropped a lot for me. I mean, his mix-ups aren't particularly threatening. I feel like a lot of the time, his mix-ups don't lead to that much crazy of damage. I mean, he gives you the hard to blockable situations sometimes, everything like that. I just feel like his pressure is not as good as other characters. I mean, he's got like a little bit of zoning. It's nothing like, you know, what Liu Kang has or anything like that. I feel like he's just such a watered down version of other characters. He has probably the stupidest wake up in the game though. Like, I don't know what NetherRealm was thinking when they made it. It's the dumbest thing about him. With Sector, he's really good as well. Sector can give you a little bit more pressure, everything like that. I think overall, though, I don't really think Kung Lao is as threatening as other people on the roster. I think I'm tempted to put Kung Lao in C tier. Again, especially because I'm playing Havik and stuff. I mean, I don't think there's anything particular about him that gives me a hard time. Melina. I think Melina is one of the most balanced characters in this entire game. She has, you know, mix-ups that are, like, fairly decent to react to and everything like that. I mean, listen, she's got damage. She's got the teleport, which, I mean, with, I think, like, Scorpion can let it combo. I think Cyrex can let it combo. I know Tremor can, you know, other things. I mean, she got those types of things. She got, obviously, the instant Psy, like, command grab type thing. She can get throw combos with Movado, Scorpion, you know, everything like that. You need a lot of patience as Melina. You kind of have to wait for things like whiff punishes. I think Melina is, again, one of the most balanced characters. She does get a lot of damage. When she does eventually hit you, though, you are, you know, in a lot of trouble. Melina Tremor has been getting really popular. A lot of Melina players, they'll randomly, like, cancel their overhead on a lot of strings. I think on her 1-2-1, I believe it is. They'll cancel it a lot. And to, like, Tremor ground pound and shoot a low side. You know, do crazy mix-ups like that. She doesn't get that much damage from that though. I think honestly, I think Melina's biggest issue is she has like no mids basically. Everything's the high string. She has like one mid. It's the low thing. Um, a lot of times I just expect her to do like standing one or something, or do like any of her high strings, and it's just an immediate punish. I stand up, I do 1-1, and it's over for her. Half her health is gone. She's got like huge gaps in her strings too. She's got gaps in like sometimes the second hit of her strings. Like sometimes I can just armor through it, I believe. Uh, yeah. For those reasons, I think I'm gonna have to put Melina B tier. Um, she also again like she has a lot of unsafe special moves too. She's a great character. She's probably the most balanced character in this game. I think overall though, she can go like B tier. She's very annoying because she's fast. Sometimes in the bad connection, it just feels like you just can never push a button on her. But I think objectively speaking, she doesn't give me that much of a hard time compared to other characters. So we can keep her in B tier. I think probably Scorpion gives me a harder time than Melina. Okay. Going next, Raiden. I don't know why Raiden just recently. I've never had an issue with Raiden till recently. He is so unbelievably annoying. It's just like he's so stupid. You can still use him with Jax. Jax Raiden is very much still a thing, regardless of what anyone tells you. Shujinko Raiden is not bad. Even Madame Bo Raiden is not awful. I mean, those are usually going to be the typical teams that you see. Sector as well. Yeah, Sector is the main thing you see with Raiden. Sector Raiden is actually pretty dang good. What a lot of people do with Raiden against Havik, I've been seeing, is they'll just like keep shooting projectiles and then doing like his back forward, I think it's 3 or whatever. They'll like tackle or whatever it's called. I always forget. The electric fly. And just kind of keep playing this like hit and run the whole time. His projectile has good chip damage, everything like that. I'm gonna try to let my recent Combat League experiences, change my opinion. Because again, he has not really a good mix-up game. He does have throw combos and things like that. But again, overall, I think he just lacks some like the hardcore mix-ups or some of the hardcore zoning and other things I think these other guys have over him. Although I think Raiden is not bad. He has really good damage, especially with Jax. You're getting like 40-50%. Not even that hard. But I think objectively speaking, I think I gotta put him in like C tier. Other than the hard time he's been giving me recently, I think overall though, he's one of the characters I think I deal with the best, Alright. Rain. Rain is another character. He's kind of dropped down for me a bit. I still think Rain is a really good, like, well-rounded character. He's got mix-ups. This guy's got the mix-ups. And trust me, in a bad connection, that overhead feels unblockable. If the connection is like 150 or like 140 and it's wireless, I swear to God, I stand up and somehow I'm still getting hit. He's got the throw combos. He's got the setups. Although I find it a little easy to get in on him because I think his projectile is kind of buns. His straight projectile, the water shot he does, I don't think it's that great. And I also think the one where he goes into the sky and like launches the water ball, I don't think that one is particularly amazing either. Although, Rain Janet Cage is still good. You're getting throw combos 40% easily. You're getting cancels, mix-ups, everything. I think Rain is super duper good, actually. Although he does take a lot of execution. I think Rain is probably better than Sub-Zero. Probably. Yeah, I say Rain is probably better than Sub-Zero. Actually, nah, I think Sub might be a little bit better than him. But yeah. Anyways, let's go on next. Next we're gonna go with Smoke. Smoke's dropped down a lot for me. I actually don't think Smoke is that incredible anymore. Smoke is a lot of just randomness. I feel like that's all you kind of got with him. Smoke Sector is like the most common team you see. I mean, I think that Wake Up honestly is not very good, especially as Havik. It's so easy to punish. You just jump. That's all you have to do as Havik. You can even uppercut it because it puts him so high in the air. You can actually uppercut him with Havik while he's doing his Wake Up. Because just so you know, it's only as he's throwing the smoke where he has the armor. The second he goes onto the other side, he doesn't have armor anymore. So Havik can just uppercut him, and where he is on the screen, it actually gives Havik enough recovery to do 1-1 and to down back 2. And then he can get like 35%, I believe. Like 30%. It's also just Havik's 1-2 can break his armor a lot. It's somewhat consistent. I think overall, Smoke, I mean, Havik again, he's just got the 4 hits of armor. Even his forward 4 or whatever it is, the kicks he does into the overhead, I mean, Havik can just armor through that. As long as Havik, as long as he doesn't do the overhead, Havik can just armor through it, hit him for 20%, everything like that. He doesn't have zoning. I mean, he's obviously got the teleport and everything like that. But what happens a lot, actually, is sometimes if I'm shooting a projectile, Smoke TPs, while my projectile is going around me, it hits him behind me. And sometimes it hits him so early, I can combo him. So, I think just because of the randomness with Smoke, though, obviously I have to put him higher. He has decent damage, too. I have to put him higher, even though, like, he's, like, one of the character you feel like you lose to a lot just because he's so random, especially in a bad connection. Even if you're like better than the opponent, sometimes you just will lose just because he's doing random stuff. Sometimes you lose. I think overall though, Smoke doesn't really give me as a Havik player a very hard time, although he's definitely better than these two. I think Kung Lao's probably better than nah, actually let's keep like that. Okay. Li Mei. I mean, Li Mei's got absurd damage. I mean, really just absurd damage. You're getting like 54% for like 1 bar or something like that. I mean, she's got like decent space control with her lantern, with her air projectiles. I believe her. I'm not sure if it's her or Reptile. I know someone got their enhanced projectiles a mid now. I believe it's plus as well on block. Don't quote me on that. I mean, she's got a little bit of pressure. She's got throw combos. They don't do that much damage, but she's got them. She has 0 mix-ups, though. She has no mix-ups other than just hoping she can throw you. I think her against Havik is a pretty, like, decently fair. Although I do usually give Havik a little over her just because up close, she's got the gaps, man. She's got like 2 gaps in some of her strings. Her 1, 2, 4, whatever it is. She's got 2 gaps in that string, man. Especially if she goes to shoot a projectile. Like, I mean, got a lot of gaps. I mean, her wake up is very threatening. But what I do a lot against Li Mei is I don't know if she's going to wake up or not. So what I do a lot is sometimes I will literally just do a raw helping hand because it's only 1 hit of armor in front of her face. I hit her. When Li Mei hits you, it is basically GG. That round is over. But, you know, again, trying to get a hit on Havik with all his armor and everything, she has to, like, really outplay you to be able to get something. I mean, her throw combos alone are probably not going to win her the match. So, because that, I will unironically, I know this might sound crazy, but just as a Havik player, I think I gotta put Scorpion and Melina above Li Mei, you know? Yeah, I hate this character so much. We're not even, yeah, maybe not that high, but, yeah, I hate Baraka, like, a lot. Breaks through all my armor. It feels impossible to hit him with my... So, Baraka, all his mids and all of his, like, strings where he does, like, multi-hits, they all stop Havik's best poke, which is his down 4. His down 4 with the ridiculous range. Gets stopped by that. I mean, he doesn't really have zoning. I mean, he's got a lot of chip damage, you know, everything like that. I think objectively speaking, again, I can't put him that high, just objectively speaking. But I'm gonna be honest, like Brocken can give you a hard time as Havoc. Again, I'm trying to remain pretty objective here, but like, damn, like, oh no, he gives me a really tough time sometimes. I feel like Baraka can actually create some pretty like hard situations for Havoc to deal with, especially if it's like Baraka Sector or something like that, and bad connection. Thing is, if the connection is good, Baraka goes like all the way down here. But because it's online, most of the time you're doing bad connection, he like actually shoots himself like up here. He's like Scorpion level. It's like kind of crazy. You would never expect that. That's honestly how I feel sometimes. Just because again with Sector, he can go into like throws or anything like that. Chip damage stacks up. He can go in with like Kano and other things, and it's mostly just because Baraka is so easily able to whiff punish Havoc. It's very hard to poke him because even his down one, because Baraka is plus sometimes with things like Kano or Jax or other things, it's very hard to poke him. So because of that, you nullify Havoc's armor, which is his big thing. Second big thing is his ridiculous pokes, which you're also getting nullified. So I'll be honest, against Havik, this guy's pretty good. In fact, I'll put him above Scorpion. Screw it. Yeah, I hate this character. This character is so unbelievably stupid. Don't listen to anyone who tells you Tanya is bad. They're coping. She has damage, bro. She has damage. She has everything, bro. Tanya is not a bad character. The parries she has are stupid. She's got the throw combos. I mean, she's not the most ridiculous character in the world, but she's got some slight 50-50, not really like fantastic 50-50s. I mean, she's able to space out Havik pretty decently. It's mostly that parry. That parry gives Havik a hard time. Any gap, I mean, Havik has gaps at the end of a lot of his strings. Your best thing to do against Tanya is probably just, you're going to really want to spam 2-2, like that 2-2 string, because there's no gap in it. She can't parry it. And it's plus, and Tanya doesn't have the best pokes in the world. I mean, they're not bad, but like, you'll beat her in down one every single time. And her wake up is super unsafe. So, although sometimes I have no clue why. I don't know if it's the connection or what. Sometimes Tanya will just do a raw wake up in my face. I go up to her, do 1-2, and she can just block it or duck under it. And I don't know why. I feel like I generally have a harder time with Tanya than I do Baraka. Also, Tanya, she can, what's it called? She can break armor pretty easily, too, at times. She has two strings, the low string where she spins on the floor, and the one where she, like, spins her nunchucks or whatever the fuck they are. She can actually break armor decently. You know what? After considering it, I think I'll put her like B tier, but she's way better than I think people give her credit for. Like I actually think she's pretty good. Okay, Geras. Listen, this is gonna be one of my most controversial opinions probably. I don't think Geras is very good. I'm gonna be honest. His zoning is not threatening. His space control is not threatening to Havik. His overhead can be punished by Havik's roll, which with Movado is a combo starter. His wake up is so easy to break the armor of. He's probably one of the easiest, wake ups to break the armor of. I mean, he's got the damage, he's got the command grabs and stuff. I mean, yeah, but I mean, even in a bad connection, you can very easily block that overhead, up block it, do whatever. And I know, oh, what if he gets the hourglass thing or whatever? Dude, I mean, you can just sit across the screen with Havik, and I mean, sometimes his projectiles will loop and still hit him during his, like, freeze or whatever. I believe, don't quote me on that, I believe it can, I've seen it happen. And also, because you're always pressuring him, and he doesn't really have a great way to pressure you back, honestly, he very rarely ever gets it. Maybe he'll get it, like, once a game against me. I actually don't think Geras is very good against Havik. I mean, yeah, I feel like Geras never gives me a hard time. He's probably one of the characters I win against the most. So yeah, that's where I'm going to put him. Reptile. I think Reptile takes way too much, like, patience and like everything, like kind of thought process, patience, everything, just to get like such like I don't know, you do all that to get like 35% or something. He's got, again, the slight mix-ups. He's got the bit of zoning, like, not zoning, space control with his Google bubble and whatever. They made him a lot better. Man, not that like thing where he loops around you and does like the claw move. They made it so when you floss block it, it's not unsafe anymore. That was actually a big buff to him. However, he doesn't have super threatening mix-ups. His throw combos are like 20%, dude, or like 25%. He doesn't have like extreme enough mix-ups or anything for me to really say that he just like smoke to me, you know? At least smoke you can get away with the stupid mix-ups even if you're lacking other tools. But I feel like with Reptile, he just he's very similar to Smoke, I feel like, just he's worse. He doesn't have as much, you can't get away with the stupid randomness because he's actually unsafe on a lot of his moves. You know? You can't do a bunch of YOLO slides or things like that, or just do like Google bubbles up in the face. You know? I feel like it's actually worse. Although his damage, I think, usually is like... Actually, it's probably on par with Smoke. Yeah. Yeah, this character is so stupid. Yeah, Asha. Ridiculous damage. I swear to God that her wake up, her teleport wake up, with Havik, I roll so many times, and it just straight up does... It's a 50-50 whether or not Havik is going to punish it or not, even in perfect connection. Sometimes she's able to block it, and sometimes I'm able to hit her with it. It's so dumb. She has ridiculous damage. That low thing in her demon form, the projectile she has, I swear to God, even though it has all that startup, I'm always getting hit by it. I'm not sure if I'm just stupid or what. She's got the stupid overheads. She's got the cancels. She just got... I mean, Asha's just got a lot, man. She's got threatening 50-50s. I mean, she can... With Serena, she can sometimes just jail you into getting your meter taken away. Sometimes she's able to break Havik's armor, too. She's just so annoying. I hate her so much. It's mostly the damage, too. Like, dang, she just gets a ridiculous amount of damage. She can whiff punish Havik's pokes easily. Yeah. Our first S tier. Yeah, this character is so unbelievably stupid. She's like Asha, but on crack. I think Asha might. I'll put her here. I think I tend to lose to Katana more, but, yeah, Sindel is a stupid character. I think it's back one or whatever, her hair move or whatever. You know the one I'm talking about, the same string they spam the entire match. It breaks Havik's armor. It's a combo starter. Her with Tremor makes, I swear to God, they call it hard to blockables, but it's just straight up unblockable. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. I've never blocked one of those. I just say Bismillah and hope I don't get hit. I don't think there's any skill into it. Basically, you just spam teabagging and hope you just don't get hit that entire sequence. I mean, she's got ridiculous damage. She's got the zoning. Even if I pick, if I'm getting zoned out, sometimes I pick sub. But sometimes, for some reason, even when sub puts the ice thing on you, she can use her, like, cameo stopping move. I always forget the name of it. And sometimes it just goes away. So that's fantastic. Yeah, this character's stupid. She's brain dead. She's got, you know, she's got the setups. She's got the zoning. She's got all of that. I don't think her wake up is particularly very good. But actually, fun thing about her wake up, normally you're supposed to do a forward 1-2 with Havik to punish it. And sometimes it just doesn't do it. I'll do it literally the frame she does it and nothing happens. And it's really fantastic and I get full combo punished. She's stupid. These two are very similar to her, Asha and Katana. But she can just brain deadly break your armor every single time. Not like Asha, you have to put some thought into it. She's guaranteed to break your armor, guaranteed to chip you out sometimes with her setup. Sometimes, like, dude, if you're under 10% health, the match is over. Like, and sometimes, if she, like, stops my cameo or stops Nevada or something like that, she can just get off the Havik crystalline armor and things like that. She's just so stupid, man. She gets way too much damage, too. The risk versus reward is ridiculous with that character. It's so dumb. Okay, again, this might be another controversial opinion. I think just because I play Havik, Shao Kahn is not as threatening as I think he is to other characters. If you're... playing like, let's say you're playing like, let's say Baraka for example. Shao Kahn might make you start shitting bricks. But I think just because I have brain dead armor and Shao Kahn doesn't really have a good way to break my armor, I think it brings him down quite a lot. Shao Kahn has fantastic damage. He's got some kind of 50-50s. Not nearly as good as other characters. I mean, obviously he has the overhead, just basically, I mean, his main 50-50 is when he puts down the hammer, of course. But, again, because Havik just has brain dead armor with down back 1, it doesn't really bother you that much. Sometimes I do it just raw and it hits him, like, without meter. Yeah. And also, he can't really outzone Havik. The bubbles give him a hard time. I mean, yeah, that's what I think he goes in. In fact, I'd actually put him under Baraka. I know that sounds crazy, but again, as a Havik player, Shao Kahn's not giving you a hard time. He can't outzone you. He's not going to outspace you, that's for sure. And his mix-ups cannot break your armor or anything. And I feel like Havik overall is usually just able to just outdeal a lot of the things that Shao Kahn can do. I think Shao Kahn is actually worse than all of these guys. Maybe not worse than Li Mei, but yeah. He does get good damage though if he hits you. Like, you can get 45-50%. Yeah, this character is so stupid. She gives me such a hard time. I think objectively speaking, she might not be an S tier character, but I'm gonna be honest from what I deal with online. Natara is such an unbelievably stupid character. It's not funny. You can just never poke her with Havik. It's never happening. I swear to God, I can jump the frame she jumps, and if she does the air dive, even if I like press 2, it just beats me for some reason. When she's flying and I do down back 4, the kick that Havik does in the air, yeah, it never hits her. I mean, I guess you can't even really zone her because Havik's projectiles, they stay lower. Even the one that does the swirling thing, backward 4-4, it won't hit her if she's flying. So that's fantastic. She has great ways to whiff punish you. I mean, she has the stupid mix-ups with Farah, brain dead stuff armoring, and just like the middle of the screen. I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. She's just so brain dead. Her wake up isn't particularly threatening to Havik, but I mean, it's just everything else with her. She just gets too much reward for how much effort she has to put into. Like, she can consistently always whiff punish you on everything. It's dumb. And she is way too minus. I mean, way too like neutral on so many of her like standing 1 and things like that. I feel like she's like able to recover way faster than most of the roster and get in like a quick jump or something before I can down for her, because sometimes with a lot of her strings she's not actually close enough to do just poke her with 1 with Havik, so I have to do down 4, and then that's when she jumps and then punishes me. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Mix that with the 50-50s and like 60% combos. Yeah, this character is so unbelievably stupid, and you can't zone her. I think she gives me a harder time than Sindel. Shang Tsung. I think Shang Tsung is probably the worst character in the game. I mean, even as a Havik player, you know, the thing I'm supposed to struggle with is zoning and everything like that. Yeah, I don't have a hard time with Shang Tsung zoning. He has essentially non-existent 50-50s unless you use them with Farah as just like your game knowledge, his 50-50s. I mean, you can just armor through literally everything with Havik. I mean, he's never breaking your armor. His zoning is not particularly threatening. It's very minus. You can jump over a lot of it too. His roll, Havik's roll, under the 3 projectiles he shoots, you can roll through all 3 projectiles fairly consistently. And even if you get hit, well, it's not like you're getting full combo punished unless he's using like Goro or something. It's just like I feel like Shang Tsung has nothing, you know, going for him against Havik. It's not good. Especially if I pick Sub-Zero, it's over for Shang. He can't do anything. Can't even get the slightest bit of zoning that he's normally gets. I mean, yeah, it's just very easy. Okay. So, this is probably going to be the first person I have sort of a hard time placing him. I think Reiko... Listen, The shuriken change doesn't affect Havik as much because remember, Havik has an awful startup with his projectiles. So he can still kind of get away with the shuriken shenanigans. I mean, you play Reiko the same way against Havik. I think it's a pretty fair matchup. I feel like, Reiko Tremor is obviously still such a good team. But I feel like Reiko doesn't have anything. Where did he go? I just realized where the hell did Reiko go? Did he get deleted? Okay, whatever. Reiko just got deleted. So instead, we're gonna use Madame Bo as Reiko. I literally don't know where he went. What the hell? Yeah, we're just gonna use Madame Bo as Reiko. Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think Reiko has anything particularly threatening specifically against Havik. I mean, you can just get away with... Oh, there he is. I see him now. You can just get away with spamming the shurikens more, again, because I don't have a good way to projectile counter it. But overall, though, he's basically the same character. There isn't that much to armor against Reiko. Obviously, the command grab is still going to get you, everything like that. His back two, though, is not as threatening, though, just because you can armor through it very easily, safely as well. I think Reiko is very good, but not as threatening as some of these other guys to Havik. Yeah, I fucking hate this character so much. Literally one of my least favorite characters. Objectively speaking, I can't put him that high. I'll put him above Johnny, though. Yeah, I hate Omni-Man. I swear to God, no matter how fast I react to his overheads and everything like that, it just always hits me. It's safe. I mean, he's got the clap to keep you at bay. The stance, I mean, is stupid. Like, you just sometimes, especially because so that stance is particularly annoying that he has because Havik has some dial-in strings, 2-2, more specifically, and that's just like stupid because then I can't react or even cancel it until my armor or anything. I mean, he's got the ridiculous damage. He's got ways to just evade all the zoning, everything like that. With the Jax, you just have unblockable setups. Havik can't do anything. I can armor through it, but I can get whiff punished even on hit. It's like really weird. Even if he hits me during the armor, sometimes he can punish you if you do helping hand with the Jax setup. I mean, it's also the same thing with what's his name? What's the other cameo? Oh, Sonya, everything like that. You can just like get like jailed into things. Oh, Kung Lao. Sorry, that's the one I was thinking of. Kung Lao, sometimes you're just forced into it, and he can break your armor with Kung Lao too. I forgot the string. Oh, the stomp string. It'll break your armor. Oh, he can also break your armor on Wake Up with that stomp string. It'll break all 4 hits of the armor. Yeah, kind of ridiculous. He gets so much damage too. So I think because of that, I think objectively, like I said, I can't put him above some of these other characters. I think it could. I think he's probably. Damn, he's actually probably better than I thought. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's my thing on it. Quan Chi, if you asked me a while ago, probably would have been S tier. I think I'm gonna drop down Quan Chi quite a bit. He's definitely better than this dude. He's like the same level as Omni-Man. Quan Chi, obviously the armor thing is gonna give you a hard time. Sometimes he can just jail you with Havik. You can't really escape him in a lot of ways. I'm gonna do like this maybe. Actually, thinking now, where do I want to put these? These two really are interchangeable. Okay, I'll fix all this later, but so Quan Chi, the spells he can just like lock you with the hand trap move, the bone hand. And because of my awful zoning, even with Sub-Zero and other things, that kick he has, by the way, the full screen kick is not a projectile. Sub-Zero won't save you. Sometimes if you're just under a certain percent of health and Quan Chi has the meter, like you're under 25%, it's basically GG. He can just jail you with the purple portal, the hand, whatever cameo he's using, Shujinko, whatever. He can just jail you with your own bubbles and everything like that. He's got 50-50s. He might not have the best damage in the game, but it's like nothing to scoff at. I mean, it's okay. It's just because it's a little below average. Yes, we're all aware Quan Chi has the shit pokes. but I don't think it makes him bad enough to the point where he's really struggling that much against, Havik. Uh, the only time I really notice the awful pokes is just when I do standing 2-1. He just can never poke that, even if he tries. Yeah, you also just can't ever break this dude's armor. Every time I try to, he just happens to hit me. It's fantastic. So, although it is unsafe though. Yeah. Okay, I'm probably gonna move Quan Chi a little bit down. I think Omni-Man's probably better. Maybe like this. I think this is fine. Actually, nah, Kenchi's definitely better than Lu. Alright. Yeah, that's my thing about Quan. You're just jailed sometimes. Sometimes, if he has the meter, he's super scary. If he doesn't have the meter, he's not as threatening, to be honest. You can actually get in on him. Yeah, that tentacle, though, the tentacle mix-ups, messes you up, especially, gapless, Peacemaker is such an unbelievably stupid character. You can just sit across the entire screen and just not have to worry about Havik for the rest of the game. It's the same thing like Liu Kang. If you time it perfectly, you can uppercut him when he's doing anti-gravity, but it's really dumb. I've been seeing Peacemaker, Madame Bo, I've been seeing Peacemaker, Farah to give him 50-50s and whatnot. Listen, if this guy has meter too, he's getting 50%. Like 45-50%. Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. You just can't get in on him, and the second you do, he does anti-gravity, or he just does the retreat move that he has, and you're never hitting him. It's just hit and run the entire time. He's basically does what Raiden does, except properly. Like, it's way more threatening because he has like actual good projectiles. You can't even jump in on him because of the dart he has in the air. The recovery on that, I swear to God, is instant. You can never punish it. Yeah, it's really stupid. Ermac. Now this might seem crazy. Ermac is not that fantastic against Havik. I wouldn't say he's quite B tier. Uh, Listen, Ermac is considered pretty good. His pressure is ridiculous. You know, he's got the 50-50s and all. But I'm gonna be honest, it's his cancels are just he can't break Havik's armor, man. You can just do helping hand raw and be perfectly fine. And if you're scared he's gonna false block it, just throw down a Movado trap and he's fine. Um, he doesn't have zoning or nothing. I mean, he's got, obviously the 50-50s and everything. But I feel like all these guys are more threatening to Havik than Ermac is. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but I feel like it's mostly just because Havik can just armor through all of his stuff. It's like literally everything you can armor through. Does Ermac have ridiculous damage? Yes. Does Ermac have crazy pressure? Yes. But if Havik has a single bar of meter, you're just scared to do anything as Ermac. And you can't quite footsie him with Ermac. You're always kinda in the range of forward 1 or down 4. So you can't quite like footsie him. Um, yeah, I kind of just feel like Ermac is actually not that good. Although because of the ridiculous damage and obviously the damage thing, the aura, whatever, the green stuff that he does and everything like that. 50-50s. He's still gonna be an A tier. I think he's a fantastic character overall. But just because I play Havik, he's way less threatening to me. Even with Janet Cage, even with the setups of Sonya, whatever. He's so much less threatening just because you can armor through all of that. He just doesn't have a good way to break armor or deal with it. Alright. Yeah, we're not even gonna talk about this guy. He's stupid. He's got the craziest setups in the, he's got the craziest setups in the game with Tremor, Kung Lao, Farah. He's got ridiculous 50-50s. He's got, plus frames galore. Bunch of Havik's moves just whiff on him. His down 4 whiffs on him. His down 1 whiffs on him. His projectiles, I swear to God, half the time, you're never going to shoot a projectile at him. The laser beams are too fast. He's got the 50-50s. He's got the damage. He's got the pressure. He's got literally everything. This character's so broken. It's so dumb. The only reason I might just lose, I might beat Homelander more than I do Natara though, and these other characters, just because there's more brain dead Homelanders that are online. But yeah, Homelander's stupid. You get out zoned, out pressured, out 50-50'd. It's so dumb. Yeah, we can safely put this guy up here too. He's so unbelievably stupid. You know what? I'll put him above Katana for now. Yeah, Takeda can definitely outspace you. All of his mids and everything like that, Havik can't roll under his highs either. And the mids, because of the crazy range, you can't ever quite get in. Um, what a lot of Takedas do is they'll do a string, see me do helping hand, then like teleport or something, and helping hand can just whiff. And then sometimes just full punish me after that. I mean, he's got the damage, everything like that. He's super good. I'm not going to put him S tier. I'll put him about the same as Katana. I think that's fair. These three here are really interchangeable. He's kind of the same thing as them. He's got the 50-50s and everything. He doesn't have as many consistent ways to break the armor, though. As some of these... actually, I'm starting to think maybe Kenshi is still up here. I think so, just because the armor breaks. Yeah, but oh my god. Don't be mistaken. Takeda is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. He's got the utility. He's got some zoning. He's got air 50-50s that are ridiculous. And, yeah, Havik's uppercut is not, in fact, fast enough to punish that. So, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Sector, yeah, we don't even need to talk about this one. Cyrax, oh my god. This character is so unbelievably stupid. This character has a million ways to break Havik's armor. This character, you're never going to have wake-up options because you never have meter fighting this guy. You're just, I mean, it's dumb. It's so dumb. I will say, because Cyrax does rely on command grabs a lot, I'll put Cyrax lower. Because if you don't know, if Havik does helping hand and you try to grab him, it's kind of like the Reiko issue. Havik will, it won't count as a hit, and Havik will do the he'll paralyze you with he'll get like the full like raw hit of enhanced helping hand, which if you don't know, is probably like the best combo starter. It's one of the best combo starters in the game. You're losing like 60% in the corner. Yeah, kind of ridiculous. So just because she relies a little much on that, I can't quite put her higher. Also because her armor is stupid easy to punish with Havik. Like, full combo punish. It's hard to at first, but once you got the rhythm of it, you can, like, very, like, consistently punish her wake up as well. And she also can't quite outzone Havik. So, damn, you know what? Again, this might be crazy, but I think I can't quite put her... I don't think I can quite put her S tier. I don't think I can. She lacks the zoning and everything. Yeah, I might not have armor and stuff. I don't know. She's kind of tough. Man, you can put her here or here. I don't know. I'll put her here just so I have a top 5 for now, and I'll move it later. I just want at least a top 5 here. Noob Saibot. I think Noob Saibot is a great character. However, as a Havik player, I don't particularly have too much of a hard time dealing with him. He can't really break my armor. He can't quite outzone me. Havik. So what a lot of Noob Saibots do is they obviously hit you with the green projectile or jail you into it, and then for some reason they keep slamming it in the middle of the screen. And Havik can punish that with his roll. People forget that his roll is super duper fast. Yeah, you're punishing that every single time. Easy, like 70% away in the screen. I mean, he's got easy stuff to armor through. He's got very, simple mix-ups. Him and Sonya is pretty tough. Him and Sonya, I think, is probably the best team to use against Havik. I think it's better than these guys, for sure. Nah, I'll say he's probably a bit better than Ermac. I think he's great. He's a great character overall. However, I won't say he necessarily gives me... you know what? These two might go B tier. Actually, nah. I'll keep them A tier. I think they've got some things that just put them above these guys. Mostly they're high damage. These two have absurdly high damage. Which compared to these guys, like Lee May's got the high damage, but she doesn't have, like mix-ups and stuff. So yeah, I'll do that. Ghostface is ridiculous, as we're all aware. Ghostface is really stupid, especially finding good Ghostface. However, Havik can armor through a lot of things. Yes, Ghostface has the restands, but Havik can still consistently armor through a lot of things. And sometimes if they do like a delayed move or try to grab you, even when you restand, you have enough time to where you can do down back 2 enhanced and armor through a down back 1 enhanced. And the command grabs, like I said earlier, Ghostface relies a lot on command grabs, and because of that, Havik can just do helping hand and full combo punish him with it. Yeah, it's kind of funny. He doesn't have the projectiles either, so if I have meter and Ghostface is gonna die, I am spamming the entire screen with projectiles and I win the game. Also, he doesn't have the great pokes. I'm gonna outpoke him every single time. I can outspace him. I mean, those are kind of the reasons. I mean, I think because of that, I have to put Ghostface a little bit down. I do think I have to put Ghostface a bit down. I'll put like Quan Chi above. Conan, garbage. Probably better than Shang Tsung, but I still think he's pretty low down there. Conan has great damage. Obviously, he's got a crazy amount of HP. He doesn't have a good way to open Havik up. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll put him a bit higher. That's just because, forgot. Conan, yeah, you're never poking this guy. So most of his strings, you don't even need to armor through as Conan, as Havik, I mean. You can just poke Conan out of like so many of his strings. I don't know why the gap in his strings are so long for no reason. Havik, obviously having a 6-frame poke, you can just poke through all of them. However, that sword keeps you at the perfect distance against Havik. And because of that, he can actually give you a hard time sometimes. I think, like, overall, Conan would be down here, but I think me, particularly, just because of what I stated, Conan's actually going to go here. Most people, though, I think would definitely put Conan down here. I would normally, too, but just given against my character and my experience, because he can keep you at that perfect distance, it's kind of good. Although, if Conan puts you too far away, you will outzone him forever, and it's kind of wraps after that. He has the Li Mei issue. You kind of just have to wait for the opening. They don't have a good way to open Havik up. However, I'll give Conan over it just because Conan has easy ways to punish Havik's poke as well. Because all those like sword pokes, like mid-screen pokes, are mids. Are mids, or they just collide with Havik's down 4 hitbox or roll hitbox, everything like that. We all know why this character is stupid. We all know. This character has 50-50s, grabs, like, he's got some ways to break Havik's armor. Not consistently, though. Sometimes he needs the help of a cameo to do it. Listen, I think, honestly, Havik is pretty good against T-1000, all things considered. But T-1000 is still ridiculous. He, bothers me so much compared to the average character. He's just brain dead. You get crazy damage. You got the absurd mix-ups. I mean, it's dumb. It really is dumb. Probably gonna do like this. I think is good. Yeah, like that. Yeah, the absurd mix-ups, everything. He can kinda zone you, not really, but yeah. I think I like it more like... Actually, yeah, you know what? We're going to do it more like this. Yeah, I mean, it's just mostly the 50-50s. He has sometimes ways to break the 4 hits of armor. Not consistently enough, though. He's got the command grabs. He's got the way to keep you at bay with the spike. I think overall, not having that long spike was a big hindrance to him. Where I place him. I think I'll put him somewhere more like here. He's safe on everything, too. That's the annoying thing. And he gets a ridiculous amount of damage. Like, way more than Sub-Zero, way more than all these other guys. So, because of that, I do think I have to put him somewhere in the middle of A tier. he gives other characters a harder time. Again, up close though, you're still out pressuring him. You know, he can't really footsie you anymore. So, yeah, that was kind of the big thing for him. All right, and the man, the myth, the legend himself. Where do I put Havik himself? My honest opinion of Havik, being the only character I've played this entire game's life cycle, I have like 10 games played with Reiko, and that's it. Like, genuinely, and I have like, what, 5 games played with Ermac. After this game's life cycle, and I've been playing it and everything, where do I genuinely think Havik is? He's good. He's good. Definitely a top 10 character. He's super good. He has ridiculous pressure, you know, ridiculous 50-50s. He's got unreactable 50-50s. Like, I mean, you're never going to armor through them either because you're going to expect him to do the gapless version of the string, of the 2-2. He's got the best meterless damage in the game consistently. He's got, you know, great tools to punish people even if they like use moves that they space themselves out to keep safe. I mean, he sucks with the zoning. I get that. I mean, against footsies though, he's got the armor. I mean, Havik is a very solid character. He's very scary. Up close, no character will out pressure him unless it's Johnny Cage and hype, using hype. No character will ever do the same amount of pressure, anything like that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is just ridiculous what Havik can do. I mean, sometimes it literally feels like you can't move. You feel paralyzed. And you can just get away with a lot of YOLO stuff using Movado, because Movado can keep you safe. Movado can jail you into like accidentally having like one of your own teleports or something lead to a full combo. I mean, Havik doesn't have the best throw combos or anything like that, but I think just from how ridiculous his pressure is and the 50-50s that are safe, um, I think Havik's got to be at least top 10, man. He's really good. He's super good in this game. He's definitely up there. I need to move a few things around here. Actually, I'm gonna just keep like this. This is a good general idea of what I think. I think this is a pretty solid tier list, all things considered, of how I honestly view a lot of these characters as a Havik main. Uh, Again, I don't really think any of these characters are bad. You can obviously win against them. You know, using your own character, you can win against any of these top characters. Top. However, I think the top characters, they require way less effort, and some of them, they require way less effort. They get more damage from less effort. I think Cyrax is actually probably... Actually, no, I'm going to keep it like that. Yeah. Like Homelander, for example, he has easier setups, easier 50-50s. They're safer. They do more damage. They have better range. They just do the same things but better, you know, to some objective standpoint. And again, some of these characters that are generally considered, you know, better, like Shao Kahn, he's usually somewhere in the A tier. Because of Havik's, you know, 4 hits of armor, ridiculous damage, up close pressure, they're not actually as good compared to most other characters. Again, if you're playing Scorpion, for example, you might think like Conan is absolutely shit. And you also might think that like, you know, whatever, regardless, you know. You get the point I'm trying to make. Because of my experience and how I've played and everything like that, this is what I rank the characters based on my experiences in Havik. And if you guys disagree, you can go ahead and let me know down below. But I think I'm going to keep a tier list like this for now. I'm going to update it at the end of the season, and we'll go from there, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.